Hello, we are live
Oh,
on vertical and horizontal. Not on TikTok because this thing just crashed, but it's okay. How are y'all doing? Good to see you. And we are going to talk about Disney World after I itch my ear. I completed our last hotel that I needed to book for the October trip. And even though we were talking about doing some crazy hotel, All Star Music opened up, so I booked it because here's what I hope happens. It makes no sense, but I had booked All Star Sports for two. I had to make two bookings. Like for some reason, it wouldn't let me book from the 24th of October through I think the 2nd of November. But it would let me book from the 24th of October through the 30th of October and then book the exact same booking the 30th through the 2nd. So I had to do that. And I have no idea. That makes no sense. And that only left out the 3rd. We're missing one day that wasn't available at sports. So for about 3 weeks, I've been waiting to see if it would pop up or what would happen. There were no. Is that me or you?
That was me. That was my watch.
Anyway, there was no All-Stars available, no Pop Century available, no Art of Animation, Mermaid Room available, none of that. So it was basically we're going to spend a couple $100. So we were looking at, I was really kind of leaning toward the Contemporary, but even though that would be nice, it would suck for one night because we'd already have been there like 8 or 9 nights. And then we're going to get all our stuff together, go all the way to the Contemporary, and yeah, it would be nice to be close. But anyway, All Star Music had an opening, so I grabbed it for the last night. So worst case, we can just load our junk on a pusher and go across the parking lot to All Star Music. But I'm really hoping that between now, I check it about every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Between now and then, another All Star Sports opens up, another room, and I'm going to switch to it. That way we can just stay put.
That would be nice.
And with a longer trip like this, it's nice to book it like sports. We don't have any issues with sports. If anything, we like the All-Star stuff better, but it's cheaper. It's the cheapest thing going. And if you're staying for like 10 days or whatever we are, it's a lot easier versus, if we went to the Contemporary, we stayed 3 or 4 days or something because it's expensive or wherever else we stay. But anyway,
again, we don't spend a lot of time in the
right. And the rooms seem to be a good bit more expensive, like holiday season anyway. So I knew like after this last trip we were probably going to be back at the All Stars at least through probably late winter or something, and then we'll go back into our, because I really want to stay at the boardwalk, the beach club, yacht club, all that stuff. We never have stayed at Pop Century. We may end up at Pop Century in December, I don't know yet, but we need to do that. But anyway, for now we're going to music, and we can just walk across the parking lot, and hopefully it'll work out. Traditionally, our rooms are always ready super early. So, like, maybe before we have to check out at like 11, the music one will be ready. So then we can just load up our stuff, hit checkout, walk over to the new room, throw our stuff in there. And, I mean, that's not ideal, but at least it's just going across the parking lot versus having to, like, load up in an Uber and go across town and unload and all this mess. So mostly we'll be at All Star Sports, and I feel pretty sure, but hopefully they can keep us in the same room because we had to do those 2 different bookings. But I think normally if you let them know, this is the deal, they'll fix it. Because we had that at, I think, Riverside last year. Our travel lady messed up, so it was 2 different bookings, but they kept us in the same room. They closed Blizzard Beach for now. I don't think it'll reopen until the springtime.
Probably not.
So Typhoon Lagoon's open. Last October when we were there, it was hot enough during the middle of the day to probably get in the pool, but me and Joanna went to the pool at Riverside, and it was kind of chilly. I mean, we got in, but it was I wouldn't have wanted it much colder.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
I'm excited. We're doing a lot of newer things this time.
Yeah, there's all kind of stuff. We're going to go to Epic. We're going back to Space 220. Lord, I can't remember where all we're going. And then I really think for Halloween, I'm leaning towards doing our trick-or-treating at the hotel, but that's like an hour-long thing. It's not that big of a deal. And then after that, maybe Ubering down to Celebration, Florida, which is only like 10 minutes away. It's basically a town Disney built, but then after like 10 years, they basically kind of not gave it up, but now it's run by the government or whatever, however that works. But I know they have a lot of like on their main street, like every weekend there's like a big market and all this stuff, but they're doing a big Halloween thing, so we may ride down there and see what all's going on. I've always wanted to see Celebration anyway, so that'd be a good excuse. We're probably going like to the Penn HQ store and some of those Disney.
We're going to venture outside a little bit.
Yeah, Disney stores and maybe downtown Orlando and all this stuff. So I like it when we got plenty of time and we don't have to like run everywhere.
Me too.
What do I hear?
Like a fan?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here, multi-stream. Seeing what this said. Anyway, it'll be a good trip, and we're going to the Halloween party, of course. They've been getting a ton of rain. I am glad we didn't get rained out on that first one, because I know last year it rained like the whole first party.
Yeah.
We had pretty good luck, but the last couple I've seen pop up on the live stream from people, it's been raining and stuff, so that would be a mess.
It would be a mess.
That would not be fun.
But hopefully it won't.
What else are we doing? There's a ton of restaurants. We're going back to Space 220. It was one of our favorite places, and I don't know why I keep seeing people hating on Space 220, but between the theming, which is super
thought it was cool,
and I thought the food was...
It's probably some of the best food
It was
I've
either
had.
the best or it matched with the best we've ever ate at...
That steak.
Yeah, it was perfect. So unless we get some craziness, that's like I'd like to go back to Le Cellier. We went in 2023, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And liked it. And I don't have any excuses, any problems with it, but I see people posting all the time that they hate it or whatever. So I guess it's just people. But I think we'll probably end up back at Coral Reef. Coral Reef didn't like blow my socks off, but Joanna liked it, and she keeps mentioning it, so we may end up back there. We're going to take her to the Sci-Fi Dine-In. She hadn't been there.
She's going to think that's cool.
We'll end up back at Woody's Roundup Rodeo. That's always been a hit.
That's probably one of my, probably one of the top favorites on my list.
The theming's good. The food's good. I like the whole thing. I can't remember where all else, but
we got a lot.
Yeah, it'll be good.
A lot of food.
It will be good.
My best friend's just coming back from Florida today.
Did
they went to Hollywood Studios yesterday.
Gotcha.
They only went to one park, but they wanted their son to see the Star Wars area because he's old enough to ride all that stuff now. So, think she told me that he rode everything that he could ride except he could not fit. He wasn't tall enough for Rock and Roller Coaster.
Gotcha.
And he said that his favorite ride was the Tower of Terror, but he calls it the Tower of Terrific. But yes, that was his favorite.
Fun. It'd be weird going to Disney and just going to Hollywood Studios.
I know it. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah. I like all the parks, but I don't know if Hollywood's, I don't know where, I don't even know what my rank is, because with Animal Kingdom tore apart, that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Normally Animal Kingdom's pretty high, but with it tore apart right now, it's probably bottom, because there ain't nothing going on there. But I think Magic Kingdom and Epcot's my two favorites.
Oh, they're mine too.
And not that I hate Hollywood Studios, but it is a weird mix of like where they got stuff at, and I'll just be glad. I don't know. I won't say sort of fix things, but even when they fix it, they're still going to be like Star Tours is going to be separate from the rest of Batu. It's just weird. I don't know. I think they should have while they're already in that area fixing stuff somehow. And I don't know how they would have done it, but they should have fixed that. Like they need to get all the Star Wars stuff together.
Yeah.
And I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were like, they could easily, because supposedly like Darth Vader don't exist in the new Star Wars stuff, like where Batu's at. That's why he's separated. But they were like, they could easily, and they were showing like where you could transition it. They could easily make it Tatooine could be like a part of what's already there. They could just re-theme it a little bit.
Oh yeah,
and then have a little area where you are like moving into the other.
that's true.
So I think that's the probably the smartest thing that I've heard, and then it could all be together.
But at that time, were they planning on getting rid of the Muppets area anyways?
Well, it was Chris Provost, and he was actually talking about it in Disneyland, but it could also apply to Disney World.
Oh, okay.
And the way I would probably do it is like right as you go out of Toy Story Land, make that Tatooine, which is like the old school trilogy stuff,
yeah.
and Darth Vader and all them could be right in there, and then you could go ahead and transit, or on the other end, like where the Millennium Falcon's at, that would make sense too, because that was
that's where I was thinking, because that would be the only way that you'd be able to get the what's that ride? Star Tours.
Oh yeah.
Into the Star Wars area. That would be the only way to, without moving it.
Yeah, I don't know. Something.
So, I don't know.
It was already weird because you had 3 Star Wars areas, because you had the launch bay that's like on this side of the park, Star Tours completely on the other side, and in the back, Batuu.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Now they're doing away. I mean, they're going to do something because launch bay's going away, so they're going to put Darth Vader somewhere. So they either, I don't know, they either need to come up with a movie or something that somehow correlates all this together, or another area. They'll do something.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to not make sense for people that keep up with how all this works.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And it's still going to be weird with, I mean, really my only thought is maybe put the old stuff over near Star Tours, because somewhere over there before our Disney Prime, there was a Jedi Training Academy right beside, I think, Star Tours that has never been reopened since COVID. And I don't know exactly what or how big that was, but it had to be some.
Yeah, it had to be.
That could be where you could put all the. I don't know, but either way,
that's interesting.
Something.
I don't follow.
I feel like if they could fix that and then get all this new stuff, get the Muppets going, get the monster stuff going, all that, then I'd feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Which I think it'll help, because that monster stuff is going to be pretty big. You know what I mean? Like, get all that reopened. That'll open up that whole section.
Yeah.
And then it'll give a little more room, because they basically are closing down a cast member parking lot, and expanding this roller coaster back that way. So at least it'll make it feel a little bit bigger.
They need to do something, because that is a tight park.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, you got like the Hollywood. I like the Hollywood feel when you walk in. I like the music. I like all that. But then you got, Toy Story stuff. You got all kind of Star Wars random stuff. Now you're going to have Monsters stuff. And then you're going to have Muppet roller coaster. And hopefully, I'm really hoping eventually the villain show ends up being the Muppet Show in 5 years or 3 years or whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm. After the Villains Land opens.
Yep. I don't know what all's being built at Villains Land. I hadn't researched it that much. But I'd love to see them put like a theater over there and move that same show.
Oh, that would be,
I mean, tweak it if you need to, but basically move that same show over there. I don't think that would fit.
Are they going to keep the Indiana Jones stunt show thing?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if they would move it or close it once the...
Maybe. I think there's a new Indiana Jones movie being made, I think. And maybe once they change Dinosaur into Indiana Jones theme, maybe it'll kind of
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces of Indiana Jones, but I don't know much about it, but I need to watch it. But maybe it'll re-up that interest.
True.
And then Mickey and Minnie's is good. I don't know what else.
That's pretty much it.
I was reading the other day, before COVID, there was supposed to be a Mary Poppins teacup style ride in the UK pavilion, and they were going to change the UK pavilion into like the town when Mary Poppins, they got the boat on top of the building and all that. And I thought, man, that would have been neat.
Would have been so cool.
And even though it would have been a simple teacup ride, it would have been well worth it.
Yes, agreed.
So people were saying, will they ever like do that? So I'm hoping they do.
I love Mary Poppins.
I think if they would fix Figment and get it back to its original glory, maybe do it. Because in the back of the park, all you got is Remy's.
Yeah.
And semi going to the back of the park on the left side is frozen, but they need more. I don't care. They should have took Triceratops Spin and themed it into anything else and put it somewhere like that. That would have been fine. Put it at Epcot. Put it, because there's nothing back there.
And there's a lot of open places at Epcot, like a lot of places to put stuff.
I know they're not trying to really make the back area super theme parky, but it needs 2 or 3 more things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if it's dark boat rides or
I mean, you
what.
got the little 3 Caballeros.
Yeah.
But that's about it. And honestly, I wonder how many people actually go to Disney that don't even know that that's in there.
Don't know.
Because it's neat though. I like it.
But yeah, they need a few more things toward the back, and it would even things out. And I feel like if you're facing toward the back, there's some, test tracks going that way. 3 Caballeros is kind of as you're starting out, and then you got Frozen a little bit further down, but on the right side, like UK area, there's nothing. So that would be a good spot for anything.
That would be really cool to have that Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That would be neat. And then Magic Kingdom, I think the river keeps filling back up because it's raining so much. So I don't know when or how that'll go down. I know they got a bunch of like generators and stuff running trying to suck the water out of there now, but at some point they're going to start moving dirt. So I don't know when that'll happen. I don't know. The other night somebody posted that a crane was set up temporarily at night in front of the castle, and I thought maybe they were go ahead and repainting it, but I ain't heard nothing else about it. So I don't know if somebody, I mean, I seen the picture, it looked like it was right in front of the castle, but I don't know if somebody was crazy or if it was really happening or what.
What was it?
A crane in front of the castle, like in the middle of the night.
Huh.
So I thought maybe they were painting it, but I don't know.
It's going to be crazy because that's going to have to be something that you go to sleep one day and it's...
You say that, but they said when they put the dream lights on, was it the dream lights? I think it was, that I guess it took a day or two and they left the crane there and people was like,
oh, that sucks.
Pissed because, it's a once in a lifetime trip and there's a castle with a crane in front of it or whatever. So I don't know. I think they try to not fool with it as much as possible.
Yeah.
But I don't see how they could paint that whole thing in one night. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I don't know how. Maybe they could swing the crane to the side. We'll find out. But
I guess we will.
We'll see.
But I don't know. I just remember when it looked like it looked like a gingerbread house or like a candy.
Oh yeah.
It was for their
25th.
The 25th anniversary.
Yep.
That was when the first time I went, second time I went. That was cool looking. They're
done with the train station. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I think they're just replacing some wood and all that, but I've seen where it was done.
May have done a little painting, but.
And then, what else is the scuba diver?
Oh, the scuba diver.
It's all over the news now, but some guy stole $20,000 from paddle fish over at Disney Springs and threw on his scuba gear and went over to Saratoga Springs, and I don't know if he had a car or if he went through the woods, but my thing is if he had a car, it would be very hard to
not get that car
because like even if you come in an Uber, 99% of the time they have to show their driver's license. Mm-hmm. And if you had any kind of reservation, then your name's going to be, I know there's 1 million people coming in and out of there, but they could track you eventually. So I don't know if he went through the woods and got onto like a highway and had a car or had somebody pick him up or what, but it's looking like the cat's going to get away with $20,000. But how did he know that at that exact time they were going to be counting that cash?
It's very sketchy.
It just seems like there's somebody on the inside, or maybe he's worked there before or something.
For him to, have known where all the cameras were, and for him to have known that they were going to be having all that money out at that time.
Yep.
There was just more going on than what was told.
But it's been all over it started out, I seen it on like the news in Orlando, and then now locally it's in all the news, so it's spreading like crazy. What a good story, though. But no, somebody knows something.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
But it's just too you'd have to know, like, supposedly he's, scuba or swam or whatever over there. You'd have to know where to come up and where to go in and how to get in and where the money office or the whatever office is at. I mean, there's just tons of information. Probably some mad employee, but I will say that's semi well planned out. I mean, to go to that length and not get caught so far. I mean, and he had all his scuba
gear,
his hood on, so you can't see no kind of face and all that. Supposedly he tied up the people, and then they got loose 5 or 10 minutes later. That's the other part. And I'm not saying it didn't, but how did they magically get loose? Probably about the time he done made it to Saratoga Springs, and I don't know. I'd be really questioning those two people.
Oh, me too.
If it was me, and I ain't saying that they're in on it, but it just seems. I don't know.
I don't know.
Disney Springs.
Boy.
We ate at Paddlefish 2 or 3 visits ago.
Yeah.
I really liked it. The boathouse is still my go-to and my favorite. But Paddlefish wasn't bad at all. I got some kind of stuffed fish, and it was real good. I really like Homecoming.
Was that the one that you asked the person what they recommend? That was really good.
The chicken guy was really, really good.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've had anything at
Paradiso 37 was the only sort of normal one. It was just like a normal restaurant, not good, not bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's somewhere to go quick if you need to just go somewhere, but the boathouse is my jam.
Yeah. I agree.
Hello, Dave from Toronto. Good to see you. But yeah, we still got a ton of places we need to eat at, like what is it, Maria and Enzo's?
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a million places we hadn't ate at Disney Springs, and I feel like every time we're at Disney Springs, it gets crunched
for time.
So I'm hoping on this bigger trip we can go spend some time there, and hopefully it won't be as hot late October. I mean, it's usually hot, but not as hot as it was in July and August. Oh.
Yep.
And hopefully we can do some exploring. Joanna is about to join us. Let's see here.
Make sure you keep your legs down, okay?
We'll let her get her stuff on.
Test.
Yep, you're on.
Okay.
We were just talking about.
Hey.
Hi.
Tell them what today is.
What's today?
Today is my mom's birthday. If you do want to say happy birthday to her, feel free to.
Thank you.
And tomorrow we're actually going to Myrtle Beach.
Oh.
So, yeah.
We were just talking about Disney Springs.
Yeah, we're talking about, like...
Do you have a good restaurant you like at Disney Springs?
Definitely Homecoming.
Homecoming. That's one of your favorites. That one is really good. Really good. We always like the boathouse too, don't we?
Yeah, the boathouse is really good.
We were telling them about the scuba diver.
Yeah. Like, I'm still wondering how he literally got in from underwater.
I don't know.
Did he bring maybe something to cut open the...
Maybe. I'm sure we'll hear more details as we go on. I don't know.
I'm sure.
So we're going to Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
Might do a couple videos from the beach.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
Everything.
Just being there.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the beach in a while.
Where
do
you
want to eat while we're there?
That's a good question. Oh my.
They're falling.
Yeah, they're falling.
Put them on top of your head. There you go.
Okay, that's better. Okay.
All right.
What you want to talk about?
So here is the plan if you want to go to Myrtle Beach. So since I'm going to the beach tomorrow, here's the plan. So maybe you'll get there at sometime. Sorry, I needed to
cough.
Yeah. So So maybe you get there at some time, and maybe you can get to your beach house.
Get to where you're staying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rest a little. Maybe go to Ripley's or the candy store. The candy store is always the best.
The candy store is fun.
Yeah, and I like seeing all the fish.
Yeah.
And maybe also go to the beach. So, and maybe just walk around a little.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you have a kid, maybe you can make them play in the sand.
Oh.
Yeah, that's...
You gonna play in the sand?
Yes, I love playing in the sand. And jumping over waves.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pretty high jump.
You do
Wave
have a pretty
jumper.
high jump.
Yeah. So, also, maybe you can dry off. Maybe go to the pool. Since unfortunately, the heated pool is down. I don't know why.
They're rebuilding it.
They're rebuilding it. Wait, is there any theme?
It's more of a beachy theme. It don't have all the glass walls. It's got like I want to say a blue-green outside now.
So it's still
That'd be
heated?
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still closed in.
And they're putting in some jacuzzis.
Ooh. That's gonna be fancy.
Yeah, I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe let's do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, we better get off here and go pack.
I know it.
Yeah.
We got a pack.
So this is probably our shortest podcast yet.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty short. We just wanted to jump on, but we had to go celebrate my birthday.
Yeah. So, if you want to say your final happy birthday, since we're almost done, maybe you feel free to.
You're so sweet.
Alrighty. We'll see y'all next week.
Yep. Wait, why is there a pumpkin there?
We wanted to be festive.
Yeah, we wanted to be a little festive, so we put a pumpkin there.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, bye.